Hey, it's me, Gene Farrell, back from 3D Skill with another update for the Windows plugin for Cinema 4D. So the Windows plugin is a plugin for Cinema 4D. With that, you can create procedural windows right away in Cinema 4D. So let's have a look at this figure. So here we can see all the new functionalities, all the new things which were implemented in the new version 2024. For the Windows plugin. So first of all, we have here the new boss descriptions. So when we have a look here in the window, so here we can see the bars, and now each parameter of the grid, the dual grid and the star, all of them get its own ID. In previous versions, they shared the same ID and just changed the label. So this is not a typical Maxon convention. So I changed that. So it can be that you have to modify your scenes with older plugins when you use the new plugin, that you have readjust this a little bit. Okay, let's go back and let's have here a look to the improved handle positioning. Let's have a look here. The handle positioning is pretty simple. It improves the handle positioning to the previous in comparison to the previous version. So here, for instance, if I reduce it, you can see now it's positioning much better than in previous versions. And this was also necessary because of the new parameter frame thickness. So let's have a look here at the next functionalities. Here, the new axis functionality. So for instance, at the moment here we have the axis on the left side of the window. So when you measure maybe an architecture visualization, you can measure from the left. Oops, sorry. Maybe here from the left 30 or 40 centimeters. So, but sometimes you also need to measure from the right or from the center. So in architecture visualization, it's often also the situation where you have to measure maybe from the right position, and then you have here the new axis parameters, right, and now you can measure here maybe the distance from the right. This is also possible, or from the center. Here you can center, and also from the midpoint. So yeah, so you can use it much better with the cloner object or something, and so forth. So the next thing was the new frame thickness parameter. Also a customer who purchased the plugin asked me to make it possible to reduce the frame thickness. Yeah, here is now the new frame thickness parameter. You can see here at the moment the default value is 0, so it's a subtractor or adder. He adds the value to the frame thickness, but it's not the original. So when you when you add maybe -1 centimeters, so the frame doesn't reduce 1 centimeters. It's a little bit it's calculated differently internally. So it's not exact 1 centimeter smaller or thicker. So this you have to take into account. It's just a frame thickness reducer. So as you can see, when I can now reduce here the frame thickness as well. So it's pretty simple. You can make it thicker or you can make it thinner, so it looks much better. So it goes like this. So these two parameters, the axis functionality and the frame thickness, were the two main update functionalities. And here we have also some internal modifications. So yeah, just a few code modifications and so forth, and bug fixes and so forth. And also a lot of things were improved in parameter limitations. So now all parameters are limited as far as I was able to do this. So as you can see, you can't go further than the frame thickness. So when I reduce the frame thickness, I can reduce a little bit more. So this is limited now. Also the height parameters, and when you go into the rectangle window, maybe with a top light, so you can here set the top light height, so it's also limited this value. Also when you use the frame thickness, it's limited, and when you have 2 segments, this width is limited, and so forth. So these parameters were limited in the windows now. Okay, that was everything to say about the new update for the Windows plugin. I hope you have fun, and I wish you, have a nice day.